Last weekend, Netflix released their new original series, Castlevania, based on the popular video game series of the same name. Yup, it's another video game adaptation, but guess what? It's actually good. Now, before you get all excited, let me tell you right off the bat, it's not live action, it's animated. But honestly, I think Netflix made the right choice because there haven't been that many attempted animated video game adaptations. Well, there have been, but let's just forget some of those.
Excuse me, princess.
Anyway, before I start talking about the show, I want to let you know that the series so far is only made up of 4 25-minute episodes, so there isn't that much to talk about. But anyway, let me express my thoughts. First, let me say I'm not a fan of Castlevania. Like, I knew virtually nothing about the game series before watching the show. The few things I did know were that it had to do with Dracula, witches, castles, and bondage? Seriously, what the fuck is up with all the whips in these games? Okay, well, you get the point. So even after hearing from other reviewers that it was actually good, I was still questioning whether I should watch it. However, I saw that there were 25-minute long episodes, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just start the pilot. And after 10 minutes of watching the pilot, I was instantly hooked. The atmosphere, the music, and the artwork were amazing. And the characters were pretty interesting too, especially the main villain, Dracula. Now, you might think of Dracula as a bloodthirsty monster sneaking around at night, but come on, does this face say bloodthirsty to you? He looks like a compassionate gentleman to me, who also sucks blood. While you do get to know and understand his character a lot in the first episode, he really isn't seen that much more in the later episodes. However, he still is the main threat throughout the show. I think the first episode contains much of what makes the rest of the series so great. Sharp writing, good-looking artwork. Oh yeah, let me tell you about the artwork. At times, the art looks beautiful, but at other times, it just looks downright haunting, which I also love. I also love the anime style it has, which I feel is very fitting. I also really like the main character, Trevor Belmont, who's voiced by Richard Armitage, who also did Thorn in the Hobbit movies. Despite the positive things I said before, I do want to mention some criticisms I have. For example, the main character who I mentioned before, Trevor Belmont, isn't shown until the very last minute of the first episode, which all he says is, shit. This just felt weird, seeing as how there are only 4 episodes to introduce all the characters. Another small problem I had was that I feel that the information is given in too big of chunks. Like, some characters will take a while to explain something that really doesn't need that much explaining. Besides that, I have no other problems with the show. Though I will say I'm a bit pissed the first season was only given 4 episodes. It just felt a bit too short. Fortunately, the series has been renewed by Netflix for another season with 8 episodes this time, so I'm super excited. I know it seems that I haven't said much, but there are only 4 episodes, and I feel if I explained everything too much, then I'd be spoiling most of it. Anyway, go check it out on Netflix, and if you don't have Netflix, go start a free trial. And if you don't want to do that, then you can go fuck yourself.